Dougie, I don't think this fits anymore.
Leafs win 5-4 against the Pittsburgh Penguins. That's better. And Doug Gilmour also gets his jersey raised to the rafters at the ACC. And Dougie deserves it. I thought it was a really nice ceremony. Did you know he still holds the record for most points in a year by a Leaf? And Dougie seemed to give the fans hope yesterday when he said that their cheering and their support made those teams back when he was a Leaf actually better.
If cheering wins you games, the Leafs are screwed.
And it was yet another plea from a Toronto athlete, you might remember Chris Bosch doing it, asking Toronto fans to, create volume. But to be fair, they were awfully loud last night. Crosby, Malkin, and the rest of the Penguins come to town to take on a cabaret-less Leaf team. And I gotta say, did not expect 5 goals from a team without Caberlet. And it's absolutely necessary when you get injuries on your team for other players to step it up. And Luke Schenn didn't think he could step it up much more, but he did last night, playing an excellent game. He robbed Malkin into the boards with a big check, taking him out of the play. But then afterwards, Tyler Kennedy hops off the bench, and I know it was part of a line change, but he starts to scrap with Luke Schenn before the puck drops. And I'm getting really sick and tired of players fighting after good, clean hits. The Leafs have been guilty of it a couple times this season as well, but I'm sick of it. At the time I'm making this video, I don't actually know if any disciplinary action has been handed out to Tyler Kennedy, but it should. I mean, you can say fighting is part of the game, but Tyler Kennedy wasn't a part of the game at that moment. He had just gotten on the ice and play hadn't resumed. And he went directly after him. I don't know if anything's actually going to come of this, but I can say if it was Eric Goddard or one of the tough guys, something would probably happen. Something else notable about the game, Jason Blake's hot streak continued last night, getting a goal and an assist. The guy's been on fire. And even though the Leafs let on 3 goals on 4 shots in the third, they still managed to come away with the win, and it was a great way to honor Doug Gilmour's jersey. Speaking of Dougie, for those of you watching on YouTube, link over here for the Leafspace episode where Doug Gilmour actually addressed a question of mine. If you're watching on Leafspace, just scroll down. You should see an icon that looks something like this, but I asked Doug Gilmour who were some of the players he looked up to growing up, and then he, watching it on some sort of device, looks at my question, and then turns and answers it, looking right into the camera. I was like, Doug Gilmour's talking to me! But I mean, it's no big deal. No big deal. It's kind of cool. No big deal.
Dude, it was awesome.
But it's Sunday night, so like any North American, I'm going to do my civic duty by watching the Super Bowl and pretending to know what's going on.
The Steelers are a good team, but I picked the Cardinals because they have Mark McGuire.
Dude, never mind. Enjoy the festivities, guys, and I'll talk to you after next game.